intimacy, grace, and responsibility in marriage. How does this work? Grace and peace to you. Welcome to Grace That Works with Deacon Jones. On the Grace table today, we are talking about something real, something many couples face, but only a few openly discuss: intimacy in marriage. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 7, from verse 3 to 5, the husband should render affection to his wife, and likewise the wife to her husband. This is not a command rooted in pressure, but in grace that works through love. Grace is not passive, grace is empowering. Many times we assume the problem is simple. The man wants more intimacy, the wife is less interested. But grace teaches us to look deeper. Sometimes a man expresses desire physically because that is how we connect as men. Sometimes a woman needs emotional safety before she responds physically because that's how they are and that's how they connect. Now, grace comes in and says, don't just demand, but first understand. Because grace works through wisdom. If a husband feels rejected, grace does not push him towards frustration or unfaithfulness. It teaches self-control, patience, and leadership in love. If a wife feels overwhelmed or disconnected, grace does not justify neglect or disconnecting, but it empowers her to communicate and to grow in love. This is the balance of grace. It never condemns, but it also never gives excuses. The danger comes when unmet needs are addressed. Silence creates distance. Distance creates vulnerability. And vulnerability, if not guarded, can lead to wrong decisions. Hear this clearly. Lack of intimacy is not a license of unfaithfulness. Grace that works produces discipline. It teaches a man, even when I feel rejected, I will not step outside the covenant. It teaches a woman, my response matters, my presence matters, my love is not optional, it is powerful. Marriage is not about winning arguments, it's about becoming one. And oneness requires effort, humility, and grace in action. In Genesis 2, verse 24, the Bible says, the two shall become one flesh. That is not just physical, it is emotional, spiritual, and intentional. So today, choose grace. Grace to listen, grace to understand, grace to respond, and grace to grow. Because when grace is working, marriages don't just survive, but they thrive. So, if you are a husband out there, don't give excuses. She has been ignoring me. I've been trying to get in close to her, but she's been resisting me. That's the reason why I got involved in an extramarital activity. Likewise, if you are a woman, stop giving yourself to your men like a reward based on performance, based on gifts, based on goodies and spoils. Let's align with grace. Let's be patient. Let's communicate and let's love each other, circumstances notwithstanding.